Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I'm looking at the Z-46. It's the Z-23's big brother, the Tier 9 German hybrid destroyer, and it sits on the German tech tree. Where is it? Right there under the Z-23. Now I've just released a Z-23 video. If you haven't watched that, why not? Okay, get over there, find it, watch it, okay, because the Z-23 is a very similar ship to the Z-46. And I was able to do some quite amazing things in her. So you really need to see that to believe it, okay? She is quite a capable little vessel. Okay, good all-rounder. Now, the Z-46, slightly stronger guns, slightly stronger torpedoes. There are some differences, but they are very minor tweaks to the existing package. Right, so how would I equip this boat? In slot 1, I went with main armaments modification 1. Slot 2, engine boost modification 1 to give us 30% more action time on the speed boost. That gives us 2.5 minutes of speed boost so that we can move faster if we need to relocate, and we can juke shells easier because we're moving faster. We can accelerate and decelerate quicker. It just makes us harder to hit. So speed boost or engine boost is actually very useful indeed. And slot 3, I went with aiming system modification 1. This time I've decided gun dispersion, get it a little tighter rather than worry about torpedo speed, as these torpedoes are a little stronger and a little faster. So I've gone with aiming system modification 1 in slot 3. In slot 4, I've gone with propulsion modification 1 to give us 50% more acceleration. Very good for juking shots and avoiding trouble. And then in slot 5, concealment system modification 1, so we can get our concealment down with this captain build to 5.9 kilometers, which is a fraction less than the concealment you get on the Z-23. Okay, and then finally, in the final slot, main battery modification 3, which gives our reload time a reduction of 12%, because we get that 6th slot at Tier 9. And that makes the guns the same guns as the Z-23, the 128mm SPR GRs, okay? 3.5 second reload time on them, as opposed to 4 seconds with the Z-23. The turn time on these turrets is quite significantly faster. The Z-23 was in around the 20-second mark. The Z-46, we're looking at 11.5 seconds to turn the turret 180 degrees, so that is very welcome. The guns are very usable. Maximum dispersion is 91 meters. The maximum range is a fraction higher at 11 kilometers, and the chances of setting fires is 1% higher at 8%. Okay, the armor penetration of the HE is 32 mil, and the AP is the way to go if you have a light cruiser that you want to riddle with shells. If you want to shoot at the sides of a battleship, if she's broadside to you. If she's heading away or coming towards you, probably better off using the HE, unless you can continuously pummel the superstructure. Battleships with big superstructures are your friends, because you can farm those superstructures with the AP for significant damage. Don't forget, battleships have soft noses. You can farm those too. They also have soft sterns, so don't forget to farm that as well, okay? But using the AP for those soft areas of the battleship is going to help your DPM no end. And it's a similar story with heavy cruisers. If anything's coming towards you, usually I'd recommend setting a few fires first before you start looking for the soft spots with the AP. Okay, so that's the guns. If we look at the torpedoes, you can see without any buff, they're 67 knot torpedoes with a detection of 1.4 kilometers. Same detection, slightly faster speed, 14,400 damage, which is the same as on the Z-23. The range is a fraction more. We go from 9.5 kilometers to 10 kilometers. Reload is identical, 90 seconds. Okay, depth charges. They do an extra 200 damage. Oh boy, are you going to notice that? Well, not really. You get 12 bombs in a charge and you get 2 charges, rather like the Z-23. Slightly more effective. Slightly more effective. Okay, for the maneuverability, she goes a little bit faster than the Z-23. She goes to 39.4 knots. She's got a turning circle of 670 meters and a rudder shift of 4.5 seconds, which is reasonable. survivability wise, she gets 24,250 hit points with this build. And if we look at the armor layout, you can see, like the Z-23 before her, she's covered in this 19mm plating, which is very soft, with the 13mm of superstructure plating. It's pretty standard for all of the destroyers in this line. Okay, let's have a look at the captain build. Again, I've gone with a 13-point captain. I don't have 21-point captains just lying around being idle. All my 21-point captains are elsewhere. So I've gone with 13 points so that I can squeeze Adrenaline Rush. And it's the same build as the Z-23, starting with Preventative Maintenance, going to Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, and finishing with Adrenaline Rush. And then after that, you've got 8 points to spend. I would suggest enhancing the guns with Main Battery and AA Expert so that you get that 11-kilometer artillery range out to just over 13 kilometers so that the guns are more usable. Okay, and the last 4 points is really up to you. You can go with RPF if you're using it in competitive and you want to know where those enemy destroyers are and you like chasing enemy destroyers around the map with your smoke hydro, then sure, RPF is probably the pick for you. If not, and if you want to lean into the torpedoes more, you could go with Fill the Tubes to give you better reload time. That gets you down to about 80 seconds. And then with the last point, you could take Liquidator. Alternatively, if you want to build more into the guns, you can improve their speed, the main battery reload time by 5% by taking Main Battery and AA Specialist, giving your fairly average defense, AA defense, a slight buff. Okay. And then with the last point, if you're building into guns, probably grease the gears to make the turrets move a little faster. Okay. If you want to build into the consumables, you can. You could use your last 4 points to take Superintendent, which gives you an extra charge of smoke boost and of course that wonderful 5-kilometer hydro. And then with your last point, you could take Consumable Specialist to improve the preparation and reload time of those consumables. The decision is up to you. Lots to do with the last 4 points. It all depends on individual playstyle and how you feel you want to play this ship, because she is a good all-rounder. She can pretty much do it all. Okay, and as you can see with the Hydro, it's got 5-kilometer range and an action time of just under 2 minutes with a cooldown time of 114 seconds. If you add those two together, that's a 224-second window. If we take the smoke and we add this all up, 22 seconds plus 73 seconds, that gives you 95 seconds. And then if you factor in 152 seconds, you end up with 247 seconds. And that is how long the cooldown duration is going to be. So there is a slight gap between the Hydro and the smoke of about 20 odd seconds. Not a game changer, not a game breaker. But if you felt you wanted to close that gap a little bit more to get them in sync, then maybe you should take Hydroacoustic Search Modification 1, which will increase the action time of the Hydro by 20% and keep those two in sync. They are fairly well synced anyway, so I feel you'll get more value from the Engine Boost Modification 1, but it is something to think about. Okay, with all of that said, let's take this ship for a spin. Okay, so we're on the map Two Brothers. It's a carrier match. Matchmaking seems to be relatively in our favor. We're top tier. Quite a few destroyers in this match, 4 aside, a couple of cruisers aside, Alaska's fatal 10-kilometer radar to worry about, and 5 battleships aside. Okay. Right, and where are we starting? On the western flank, as it were.
I will win by any means.
Okay. Megatron, as usual, has lots to say about this. I'm sure we'll be hearing from my captain quite a bit. I just hope it's not as irritating as I think it's going to be. Anyway, we're going to head down to A. I got some Akazukis to worry about. Quite scary. The Japanese Tier 8 gunboat is very strong for its tier. We've also got the Jaeger to think about, Fletcher and a Sejong. and an Alaska. The Alaska is a bit of a worry too because of his 10-kilometer radar. And I'm thinking if he's this side of the map, he's most likely to be most dangerous either at F4 or at down at the island at G2. Either of those locations might be bad. Anyway, I can see the Ipiranga. The Alaska is indeed heading towards F4. Well. As predicted, with Jaeger spotter. That's scary. There's a Nagato in mid and a Shikaku. Alright. I can see the carrier is also coming my way with spotter planes. And we only actually have 2 battleships with me at the moment. So we're going to spin around. Pop some torpedoes on the corner. And get ready to run. There's a Yumahari on the far flank. Just about avoided plane detection there. Only just. That was close. Something's got me lit. And we got an Akatsuki wailing on me. Okay, those are Jaeger talks. Coming in very fast. Should just about avoid those. And Akatsuki talks. And I am literally getting bullied off the cap. Okay, fine. Well, they have 2 destroyers there, and the game has decided to just give me the one. Are they in a division? No, apparently not. Okay, interesting way in which they spawn the ships in there. Okay, we'll send some talks back. And then just tuck it in here, because I really don't want to get Alaska'd, particularly. We have a lot of ships over at the decap, don't we? We outnumber them, and yet we haven't got the decap yet. Uh-oh. Ah, we got a hit with a torpedo. So the Akatsuki stayed in his smoke, right at the front of it, by the look of it. Okay. Jaeger. Jaeger talks. Yorktown's laying smoke. Possible opportunity to ambush the Jaeger coming up. There's the Akatsuki. Okay, 4 hits. There's the Alaska. More Jaeger torps coming through. He's radared me. I should avoid most of that. Got another fire on him. And we go dark. Okay. Looks like this game is not going very well for us. John Horse. Got a fire on him. That's an Akatsuki in the smoke with him, by the look of it. Since I have no idea where the Shan horse is going to end up. I think it's time once more to run. We're being chased by an Alaska. Okay, let's get out of here. Torps look okay for the Shan horse. I wouldn't say they're brilliant. They look okay. I'm gonna head for the island just up here. Seek shelter. Yeah, we get a hit on the Shan horse. That's good. And I'm running. Alaska has strangely stopped. Be able to get some cover. Oh, the Shan horse is firing at me. Interesting. Okay, got a fire on the Alaska. And I'm lit. Was he paying attention? No. Ooh. Okay, Shan horse is low. Switching to AP. He's sealing through it. Should get him with those. Someone else saw the frag. Akatsuki is firing on me. Jaeger is torping me. Alaska is firing on me. Okay. Where's Alaska? Okay. He might come into that gap, mightn't he? Okay, I'm being chased again. So we're going to run. This flank is pretty much lost. There he goes with the radar again. Gonna fire on him. See if we can dodge those. No. Okay. Put that out and run. I'm being fired on by a lot of people here. Everybody wants a piece of me today. And there goes the Alaska. Alright. Okay. Let's see if we can get this Akatsuki, because he's really pissing me off. Oh, I'm lit. Is that a Jaeger? Yeah, it's a Jaeger. Shit. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay, he's launched. I'm being fired on by his team. This isn't good. And down I go. Yorktown tried to smoke me for cover, but pretty disappointing, really. Pretty disappointing. I had the Iparanga on me too. I think he fired at me. Took a big chunk of my health. The Yumahari. At least we got the Alaska, right? We got the Alaska. We did some good damage. Could have been worse. Okay, so the match ends with the Bismarck and the Chikuma up against the Iparanga and a Jaeger. Unfortunately, they ran out of time, and the Jaeger managed to steal a cap. just in the nick of time. So the enemy team won by 30 points. It was close. It was very close. But unfortunately, we didn't quite get the win. So 966 XP. Jakuma 2 did well, didn't he? My goodness, did you do well? Jaeger, what can I say? You were a constant pain in the ass. Have a compliment, sir. Yorktown played well. Adventurer played well. Bismarck played well, to be honest. I thought he did play very well. Tier 8 in a Tier 9 match. Okay, look at the detailed report. We got 52,700 on the Alaska in the end. 23,502 from the main battery. Most of that was HE. And fires, 7,114. And torpedoes, 21,780. Not too shabby. We got him in the end. Scharnhorst, 34,920. Again, 13,000 from floodings. Well, 12,668 to be precise. That was from floods from that torpedo hit on his nose. The Akazuki, so close and yet so far, 13,138. I would have liked to have sunk him, but this little devil kind of wrecked my match, if I'm honest, with his 5.5 kilometer detect. The Ghost Jaeger very much just sat there lighting targets for his team and doing a really good job of scouting. Well played, sir. 4,246 damage caused to him. So total damage was 105,000. Torpedoes 39,477. And other 20,980, of which 8,008 was fires and 12,972 was floodings. And if we have a look at the XP, you see I was running 160%, which is why we got 500,000 credits. Right, okay, well I'm not satisfied with that. Let's have another match. Let's play another. Okay, the map's Trident. We're in the Z-46. And I'm on the far right flank, or the eastern flank if you like, on the 9 line. Okay, I'm joined by an Adventurer, a Cleveland and a Los Andes. And in mid we have a Lightning, a Sejong, and a Lepanto, along with a pink North Carolina. And on the very far western flank, we have the Leningrad, Weimar, Colorado, and Rupert.
Rise up and follow me.
Okay. The Atlanta B is going to be a problem. I bet he's opposite me, knowing my luck. What else? Really, the only ship that scares me there is the Atlanta B. Although the Cossacks are going to be a little bit troublesome because they outgun me somewhat, but I out hydro detect, so should be an interesting game.
Engine boost activated.
Okay, I'm going to go and spot for the Cleveland. Okay.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Okay, we've got a Bismarck. Hello, an Orkan.
Decepticons.
And I'm on radar.
Autobot.
Atlanta B. Okay. Got some decent damage into the Orkan, and I can see the Cleveland's joined in. I'm taking fire from the Atlanta B.
Torpedoes astern.
Unfortunate on the dispersion. Those should get him though. Yep. And I'm getting absolutely cremated by the Atlanta B. Okay, we need to go down.
Problem solved.
and radared again. I wasn't aware that the radar came back quite that fast, but okay. Alright.
I am Megatron.
I'm getting slowly cremated. Wow. Okay, I can see why the Atlanta B is considered a pay-to-win ship. That was definitely pay-to-win. You see how fast his radar came back to him? Okay.
Engine boost deactivated.
Okay. Well, I'm very much on the back foot now for the rest of the match. No one's doing anything about the Atlanta B. But then I don't blame him. He's sat there guarding the island jealously. And of course he has torpedoes, so no one's going to want to push into those. Particularly. He's looking very healthy though, isn't he? I wish the Cleveland had prioritized the Atlanta B over the destroyer. I had the destroyer, but he just had to steal my frag. I mean, thinking about this, and I've now got a lot of time to think. But Cleveland really should have opened fire on the Atlanta B, taken the heat off me. Instead of which, he decided to go after the destroyer that I'd already pretty much destroyed. Just to steal the frag. Disappointing. Okay, now the Cleveland seems to be going after the Atlanta B. Now I'm on 5k health.
It's a matter of time until Optimus Prime admits defeat.
Okay, Leningrad took the Colorado.
Front.
Los Andes took the Cossack.
Stations, concentrate fire on that target.
Torpedoes direct front.
Atlanta B takes down the Ventura.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Well, the Cleveland has finally dealt with the Atlanta B.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Not until the guy had pretty much taken out 1.5 destroyers. He did a lot of damage. I think we can give the Udaloy a nasty surprise. We'll see if we can smoke hydro him. There's a Soviet Soyuz. Nice juicy target if I can get the Udaloy out of the way. Okay, there's the Udaloy.
Smoke generator started.
Hit him pretty hard with the AP. Got him on hydro, we're in smoke. Switching to HE.
Smoke screen set.
No. But he's now very low health, so that's good. Okay. We may have a bit of a match here. Team Red have lost another ship. They just lost their Bismarck to our Leningrad. Just going to put some torps down on the Soviet Soyuz. Just took out our Colorado and we just lost our North Carolina. The Z-46, of course, slowed down.
Engine boost deactivated.
Lucky escape for him. However, I'm in front of a pushing fleet, so I think from here I can actually do quite a bit of damage if I'm careful. I'm still very aware I've only got 5k health though. He's changing course. I guess he's going to be heading east. And he's joined by the Los Andes. Double prizes, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. See what we can do here. There's the Udaloi again. Looks like he healed some of that damage. Okay. Torps look good on the Z-46. Yeah, 3 hits. Good, good, good. And we got a flood. Okay. Udaloi sailing backwards. Alright. Torpedoes back in 28 seconds.
Torpedoes direct front.
And we have a new player. A Udachi has joined the fun.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
And most of our ships are, well, they're all at sea. All of our ships are at sea. And there's 6 enemy ships and only 4 of us. Okay. Okay, those are for the Los Andes. See if we can get the Udaloi. Same trick as before. He's healing again. Okay. There's a Udachi. Legion got the Udachi.
Engine boost activated.
Okay. Hydro in 10. Yep. Okay, that's the Udaloi dealt with. And how are the torpedoes looking on the Los Andes? Pretty good. Pretty good. We should get at least 2.
Smoke screen set.
Got 4? Really? Wow. And 2 floods. Okay. Okay. So I was right to switch flanks. I was thinking I'm not going to be able to make much of this match. So because right flank was heavily dominated by the Atlanta, who the Cleveland did eventually sink. Although you missed all the action because basically it all happened behind that island over there. So I thought I'll switch flanks and find where the enemy's pushing, because I noticed they were pushing through A. Switch to that flank and crush their push. And that's exactly what we're doing here. I have to say I am quite impressed with the Z-46. She's a very flexible boat. Okay, we're lit by something. Probably that battleship, I hope. As soon as we get behind this island, we go dark again. Yep, there we go. Got a fire on the Soyuz. Okay, Los Andes is cruising through. Wouldn't it be great if he just cruised into my torpedoes? He's still going full speed ahead. I'd imagine he'd slow down to cap, so those torps aren't the... Probably no, those torps are going to miss him. Okay. Alright. Yeah, he slowed down to cap. Oh no! We hit him. We got him. Ha! Okay! I was pretty convinced those were going to miss. Bonus time. Bonus time. Yes, good game, my friends. Chat, good game. Yeah, bonus time. Okay, so we've gone from 5k and only 10k damage down, 5k health, 10k damage down to 114,189 damage with 8 torpedo hits, 4 floodings, 90 shells, a fire, 8 decaps. Wow, okay, so you can turn a game round, right? Never lose faith. If you take a bit of a pasting from your first mistake at the start of the match, and you're probably all wondering why I didn't smoke, but that radar came back so fast it really wouldn't have made a lot of difference. As it turns out. Because that's the Alander B for you. He can turn his radar around pretty damn fast. Comes off cooldown quick. So you can turn the game around. Never give up hope. We still haven't won this though, have we? The Albemarle just took out our Los Andes, and I'm left with Leningrad heading south, chased by the Albemarle. And we have a Soviet Soyuz to deal with. And we have 2 out of the 3 caps. So I'm going to try and get A. I imagine the Soviet Soyuz is going to turn around and head for B. The Albemarle is going into C. Yeah, this isn't over. This isn't over by a fair margin.
Smoke generator started.
I'd just like to get a fire on him if I can. If I get lucky with the RNG fire, please. Can I have a fire? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because I'm hoping
Screen set.
that he'll put out the fire, which he did, and then turn into those torpedoes that I just laid. But he's just sailing off into the sunset. That's not how it's supposed to work. You see, tactics. I expected him to, the Soviet Soyuz,
In my grasp.
to turn into B, right? He's turning now, and my torps are going to run out, aren't they? What a shame. I was expecting him to do that at least 2 minutes earlier or a minute earlier, about a minute earlier, and then he would have turned into the torpedoes. We might have got a flood. He had extinguished the fire, and then he would literally sink because he wouldn't have his damage con would be on cooldown. However, he turned late, very late. Wasn't expecting that at all. It would have been nice if the Leningrad had spotted for me, but that's okay. We've got this. We went in 3 minutes. The Albemarle still hasn't capped. I'm wondering if the Leningrad might have decapped him a few times. Yeah, that's good advice, chat.
Only for the benefit of my Decepticons.
Don't worry, I have a reputation to lose here, Leningrad. I have viewers, you know. I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, so I better not stuff up. If I stuff this up, I will be the laughing stock of YouTube. Those torps look good, but unfortunately I think he's speeded up, and I don't think they're going to catch him. I think he's going to get behind that island. Or is he? Let's have a look. Oh, it was close. It was close. Good prediction. Almost. Alright, we'll get you next time. Now, I'm kind of expecting the Soviet Soyuz, now they've capped C, to turn in and cap B, because they're quite a long way behind on the old points. The Albemarle has come off C. Their cruisers come off C, so C is available to cap. So that's where I'll be heading next. I'm going to go one long, one short, because I imagine he's going to slow down. And then in turn in, he's turning in.
So be it.
And then I'm going over to C. Yes, chat, I'm already on it. Already way ahead of you, mate. Way ahead of you. We've still got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this match. I can't really see how these two clowns are going to win it for their team somehow, because they were very late, Team Red, on challenging the caps. That said, if they'd been a little quicker, I might have been able to torpedo the Soviet Soyuz. So, meh. Horses for courses. He's going to find the gap, isn't he? He's going to park his battleship right between the gap in my torpedoes. Hilarious. Hilarious. So he neither went long or short. He went kind of middle for diddle. Okay. Noted. But what a game. What a game. Who knew it would come to this? Okay, I'm going to head into C. Well, we've got like... I don't want to get lit by that cruiser. I've got 5.9 detect. He's at 6.6 kilometers. That's cutting it shaving it a little fine. Okay. Slowing down. Oh, he's going to go the other side of the island, isn't he? Damn. Okay. Alright. 58 seconds to go. There's no way they're going to cap in time. No one needs to go B. No one needs to do anything. Even if they cap, they lose. We have 40 seconds left in this match. There's no way that clock, their points are going to go from 640 to 960 or 970 in 30 seconds. This is one. Yeah. It's okay. We got this. Yeah, you don't need to go B. No, chat. Absolutely right. No need at all. That was close. That was a really close game. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I did playing it. Gee, God. I'm going to go lie down for a bit. Maybe have a gin. And then lie down. Okay. Well played, Leningrad. Well played. Oof. Okay, well, this has been my review of the Z-46. I hope you've enjoyed the content. And if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, we got 2K experience. Very good. Well played, Los Andes. Kind of expected, though, don't you, from those Latin battleships. Worthy adversaries on the Atlanta. Well played. 48k on the Los Andes. That was 42k of that was torpedoes. 1,592 floods. Udaloy was all AP. 15,952 or 592. Soviet Soyuz 43,000 again. Torpedoes, 28k of that was torpedoes and 10k from the HE shells. And the Orkan 9,000. 116,996 total. Quite surprised. 39,000 from the main battery, 27k from the AP, 12k from the HE, 71,000 from the torpedoes. You see, hybrid boat, you can do it all with this ship, you can do it all. 40% credit booster, so 355,225 credits, and decent amounts of XP. Good game. Thank you all very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.